Well, Ariella's back from her butthole surgery, which means they also 86'd her governor. Now, because I've got all this freaking log siding on here, I really couldn't stretch her out, but she'll go north of 75. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 65 of my road show. Now we left late and we left heavy today, but part of the late was kind of my fault. So I had to dig everything out and put it all in the truck, and I wasn't waiting on anything, but I went to get my straps out of my box and the door was falling off. So I'm like, oh crap. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get that fixed. So the first thing I try is I'm trying to pop Tech screws into a stainless steel piano hinge, and it's just like, no, you can't do that. So I'm trying to drill like pilot holes, and then I'm trying to put the Tech screws in there, and it's like, no, you can't do that either. So I spent like half an hour trying to fix this dumb box, and it made me late, and it was my fault. I could have just left it alone and blah, whatever. So anyway, as you can see from the intro, I got Ariella back. So just because of all the traffic and everything like that, I couldn't wind her up as much as I wanted to. She accelerates through 75 miles an hour with a load on her. So I am really happy the way she came back. There's no exhaust manifold leak, so it doesn't whistle when you get onto the accelerator. And I think that added maybe 2 or 3 horsepower to the truck. So that was cool. The fan comes on a little earlier in the temperature gauge, so that's cool. You know, but I really can't test her out until I get rid of all that log siding in Pagosa Springs. But once I leave Pagosa Springs, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. So I don't know about you guys, but my kid started school today. So you would think that the traffic starts to dry up a little bit, but that's not necessarily the case. It's been in my experience that all the people whose children are already grown or they didn't have any children, this is the week they all start coming out here and camping and clogging up the roads and whatnot. I'd like to call it Whitehair week. So that was happening pretty much all day today, and it was these guys in their 60s and 70s and 75 years old, white hair, driving these things 15 under. It was just freaking ridiculous, man. Not to mention it was too freaking hot anyway, so I wasn't in the mood for any of that crap. Now, the reason why it's been hot is because it rained all weekend, so it was humid and hot at the same time, and you guys know how I just love the freaking heat and humidity at the same time. So anyway, I made myself late today, so I had to go over Kevlar Pass with that load on it, and she did great. Didn't do too bad. Matter of fact, we didn't do so bad to the point where we went from Crested Butte to the intersection of that highway and Highway 133 in 52 minutes. Now, I don't keep track of that, but that's some kind of record. I just know it is. So I still ended up catching Paonia. Yes, I had to go all the way to freaking Paonia for a package about this big around and 10 feet long. Somebody in my office, one of my geniuses, sold Paonia a little tiny package that was not anywhere near worth the freight that it took for me to get over Kevlar Pass and on the, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But at this point, it's just customer service. So they ordered it, I bring it to them. Now, unfortunately, I did miss Delta today. So first thing in the morning, I'm gonna have to get up and backtrack over to Delta and then come my tail back down here. And then let me see. So stops today were Gunnison, Crested Butte, and Paonia. Tomorrow's stops are, I have to backtrack to Delta, go to Telluride, go to Durango, go to Pagosa Springs, and then I can go home. Now ordinarily, because it's the long way around, I would be saying that I'm going to get home super late tomorrow, but I have an advantage. I have a truck that'll go north of 75 miles an hour now, so we'll just have to see how that turns out. I expect once I get rid of that log siding, it's going to be awesome. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. See you in the next video.